everyone. My name is Maris Enriquez, and for this exemplary new speech, I will be talking about the 2022 election. Let me begin with the question: what are the characteristics every president should have? Okay. To serve as a president, one must be at least 40 years old, a registered voter, able to read and write, and a natural born Filipino citizen, and a resident of the Philippines for at least 10 years, immediately proceeding to the election. This is according to our Article 7, Section 2 of the Philippine Constitution. However, those are just the essential minimum standards. The people must therefore provide their own criteria for selecting the best president in order to ensure that our country continues to prosper and that we children have a better future. The responsibility of choosing a leader who can lead us to a peaceful and progressive society is once again a tough one for our voters. While for others, choosing who they want to sit in the position is indeed a piece of cake. But for some responsible voters who demands change, they carefully examines a politician's history, personality, experience before electing one. Though some of the following characteristics of an effective leader of our country may be idealistic, but I believe that we can still find some, if not all, of them in someone who is or would be worthy of our government's leader. Okay. Here are some of the qualities that I think a good leader should possess as the next Philippine president, rather. For the first one, we have honesty. Being true and honest are the key elements of a successful president. He maintains the people's faith and trust in him. And of course, he does not exploit the nation's fund. If you meet someone who has a history of wrongdoing, cross him out immediately. If he is also found guilty, of course. Know that the best policy is honesty. For number two, we have respect. A successful president of the country upholds the Constitution, follows the rules, and follows the Supreme Court's decision. He also listens to and respect the views and of ordinary citizens. Since this is a democratic nation, it will matter whether he or she is open for a new ideas. For number three, we have commitment. An efficient government leader is unyielding. He has developed in his development of the country's great visions and dreams. Is he explicit about his or her country's visions and plans? He demonstrates patience and perseverance. For number four, we have confidence. Self-confidence is possessed by a great nation's ruler. No one else would believe if you do not believe in yourself. A true leader is self-assured enough to stand alone and strong enough to make important decisions. For number five, we have independence. Okay. For number five, we have independence. A strong president isn't a stooge. His actions aren't the product of risky decisions. He is not, take note guys, he is not exploited by greedy people who are after the nation's money and power. He or she usually despises corruption. For number six, we have humility. A strong leader admits to his shortcomings and errors. He also acknowledges that he isn't good enough and that he isn't good at all, rather, and that he needs assistance from others. This is why he delegated other critical responsibilities to the government's other departments. For example, our judiciary branch. For number seven, we have accountability. A successful leader recognizes that he is the state's leader. Of course, instead of criticizing his subordinates, he takes accountability during tough times. He sees himself as the nation's father and accepts responsibility for assisting all Filipinos in their time of need. For number 8, we have love. Finally, an effective Philippine president is motivated by a self-love for his people and country. All of this, all of these qualities are difficult to cultivate. We all know that. But because of his passion, he will make every effort to do so. I recall all previous Filipino heroes being very vocal about their love for their homeland. A very good example is our national hero, Jose Rizal. I hope that everybody will vote for the best candidate in the 2022 election. Let me repeat that. I hope that everybody will vote for the best candidate in the 2022 election. If you're having a trouble deciding each candidate, consider making a table out of their traits and skills. The candidate who maintains the greatest number of the qualities mentioned above is the best leader. The most important thing that you have to know is to consider the qualities of each presidential nominee and make an informed decision. I hope that that my extemporaneous speech would help you to decide who is the best Philippine president this election 2020 in this year 2022 election. Once again, I am Marin Enriquez and thank you very much for listening.